to week 1 of the NFL preseason, where the rookies of today hope to become the stars of tomorrow. It's the Lions and the Texans, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
It's the National Football League presented by... And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. Leading him out, the former Stanford man. At quarterback, it's Davis Mills.
And remember, when he came out of college, he left early. So a lot of people weren't really paying attention to this young man. But he's entrusted with a leadership role early in his NFL career and didn't shy away from it. His goal, continue to prove that there should have been one more quarterback that went in the first round of the 2021 draft.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mills. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Patterson back out there to send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So here are the Lions now as they get set for their opening drive. And leading them out, their signal caller now in his 4th season in the NFL. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. They'll look to throw here. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. This seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot in the field where you would take a shot.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Well, no matter your experience level as a quarterback, you throw an interception on that first drive, maybe a little shaken up. Nice response there to get their first down.
I think you make an excellent point. I don't care who you are. You throw an interception, it's going to get to you a little bit. But the ones that we've seen that are the best, you never notice it. They don't come to the bench, throw their helmets, they don't do any of that. They just go back out the next drive and act like it never happened. And that's what we're seeing here.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They'll give him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Out of the gun now on third down. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Christian Harris there finding his way home to record the sack. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. They find some open field here. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. They'll run it. This is James Robinson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Mills throw taken in there by Cooks. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Now that was pretty. They executed that core route versus zone coverage. And that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area. So you may curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. On 2nd and inches, Mills. That's going to be caught. It's Chenot. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 13-yard line. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. First throw now for the backup Wentz. A throw to the flat for Carter. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. This will be a 34-yard attempt. Patterson's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. A time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. Injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short. That's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school smash mouth football. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 35. 11 yards for number 11.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This complete to Langford. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now here's the option play going left. Now the ball comes loose, and the Texans scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
On first down, Wentz. They'll roll him out right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Wentz. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Now Wentz. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Woods' throw complete to Otten. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 31-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On play action, it's Wentz. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. And we'll take a break and come back. More.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Here's Wentz to throw. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
And the Lions are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Texans will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
First week of the preseason, probably not the pass, the impression that the rookie wants to leave right there.
Yeah, no probably about it, because that's not what you want to do to try and impress your new coaching staff, try to impress your locker room, and most importantly, yourself. Probably spent all night last night saying, don't throw an interception early. Make sure you take care of the football. But now he's got it out of the way. Hopefully he can just settle in and move on.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He hit his first one. This from 44 yards out now.
Patterson's kick is good.
And that will do it for this first half. Boy, rough crowd. No football for 6 months already. We're skipping halftime. All right, let's get right back to the action. We're set for quarter 3. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the 3rd. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Oh, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
They'll look to throw again. And this throw will be intercepted.
Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43.
They'll start on the ground. Carter.
Oh, what a move. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. To throw, it's Wentz. And he's got some space here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
This is caught.
And the Texans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up.
And he's in for... Touchdown, Texans.
Alec Ingold
taking it in from a yard out as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
So here come the Lions now.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to... And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And the Texans are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
Yeah, we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Now, he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on second down. Wentz. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. A.J. Terrell, the one who shot in there to drop the QB. He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. The Texans send the punter out. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. He'll return it from the 6. Three quarters in the books. And that'll do it for the end of the third quarter. Back now in Houston. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And certainly this, not the performance that they were hoping for to begin the exhibition season, but still plenty to watch for in this fourth quarter. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. The Lions on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at third in the nose of the football, and he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Looking to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll set up a throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 44-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
He saw the pressure and he got out, but he never got upfield. And the defense, they took full advantage of a rookie mistake there. They were able to add a big loss on the sack.
Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Lions on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and forever. They'll look to throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. On 1st and 10, it's Carter.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first.
Carter straight ahead.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Michael Carter.
42 yards.
And the Texans have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
So out now come the Lions.
It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the 4th quarter. And a big deficit, Charles. But they move the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board? So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them? And do I have enough confidence to make a play?
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he is going to have a Lions 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Back to throw again. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. He'll drop to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 38-yard line. Back to throw now on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. 2nd and 6. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
And the Texans will take over possession here up at the 44.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44.
Now Carter to start the drive. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 64 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
On first down, right back to Carter.
And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.